Hello, and thank you very much for joining me today. I think we'll just wait another 1 minute for more attendees to join, and then we can officially start. I think we can start now. Hello, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Lynette. I have been working at Porters for slightly over 5 years, 3 of which I've been in charge of global marketing. Discover how to win with the acceleration of digital transformation webinar is the first one in the digital transformation series that we have prepared for this year. I hope you enjoy today's webinar and join us for the next ones too. If you have any questions during the session, please type it in the Q&A tab. First, I'd like to briefly introduce our company, Porters Corporation. It is a recruitment software company founded in Japan in 2001 with the headquarters in Tokyo, branch office in Osaka, and a subsidiary in Singapore. Currently, we hold the #1 share of Japan market. We have a client base of more than 2,000 clients in Japan and overseas. And we also have presence in 11 countries. These are just some of our clients overseas. I think maybe you can pick out some of which you already know. Porters is a system that promotes digital transformation, otherwise known as DX, in recruitment. It supports business efficiency and placement maximization. With the centralized data management, matching is conveniently done, and by increasing the number of placements, the revenue expands. The core functionalities of the system are central management of data, which reduce the risk of errors and duplicate inputs, optimization of job candidate matching, thus increase of productivity, acceleration of PDCA cycle by visualizing KPIs and other business performance metrics. And the last point being standardization of workflow to help consultants constantly generate results. Porters is a complete solution for managing recruitment data from the beginning to the end, including billing management. Candidate registrations from website or other portal sites or job details from portals are registered into the system. The candidates are matched to suitable jobs and vice versa. Then the recruitment process is managed at different stages. During the recruitment process, email communication, creation of candidate profiles and job descriptions, calendar synchronization, and many more can be done right from the system. Additionally, the progress at each stage can be tracked, and therefore it is very easy to make improvements while monitoring KPIs. And this is the agenda for today. We will look at the acceleration of digital transformation, otherwise known as DX, in recruitment, why it is necessary to implement DX, some success stories, and finally, I'll share some tips to increase productivity with DX. But before we move any further, let's take this poll just to see where we are in DX awareness. I'll just read the questions out. The first question is, did you hear of digital transformation before this webinar? And the second question is, can you comfortably explain what digital transformation is? So I'll just give a few seconds to take the poll. Here are the results. So majority of us did not hear of digital transformation before this webinar, or cannot comfortably explain what digital transformation is. Now, back to the topic again. There are many definitions of what digital transformation is. I have outlined here two of the definitions. First is from Wikipedia, and the second one is from Salesforce. Wikipedia simply states it as the adoption of digital technology by a company. Salesforce, on the other hand, goes further to explain it as the process of using digital technologies to create new or modify existing business process, culture, and customer experiences to meet the changing businesses and market requirements. In recruitment, DX is used to eliminate or simplify tasks while increasing efficiency and productivity. Examples being implementation of a data management tool, automation of processes, cloud services, and work from home systems. These are just a few examples of DX in recruitment. Digital transformation continues to evolve, and we may not know exactly what will happen in the future, but for sure we know that two things will happen: that businesses need to perform to remain relevant in the market, and also technology will keep on evolving. Managing recruitment data is usually with the aim of making recruitment process effective. Let's look at the stages of recruitment data management. Many companies start from the first stage, whereby data is managed in files, folders, and email. From there, other companies shift to cloud, while the rest invest in an in-house system. An in-house system has the flexibility of creating a tailor-made platform, which can be upgraded at the company's convenience. The disadvantage is that it is costly to build the system, and it costs more to upgrade or to update it. For the companies that choose a cloud-based system, they can enjoy the latest version of the system at no extra cost and without any downloads or upgrades every time the updates are made. Automation and collaboration with third-party applications can also be maximized with cloud. Portals has continuous updates and upgrades that are done throughout the year. The upgrades include new features and applications to link with third parties to help maximize placements with the same effort or less. Using a cloud system that has no updates or improvements becomes more or less like using an all in-house system and therefore cannot facilitate the meaningful digital transformation. Now, with the stages as explained, where do you place your company? Let's take the next poll and see the results. The question is, where do you place your company in data management? Is it the first stage, a second stage, in-house system, or third stage? So I'll also give some few seconds for responses. Okay, I will end the poll. And these are the results. It is interesting to know that majority of the attendees today use an in-house system. Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is why it is necessary to implement DX. The first reason is about data security. A personal information security continues to be a top priority, especially in recruitment. In your day-to-day recruitment work, do you ever find yourself that, or other somebody within your company that has wrongfully updated some information or wrongfully deleted information, or there has been an unauthorized data access or download, or a former employee of your company has accessed your company information? If any of these cases has happened, then that is a risk for your data security, and it's going to affect your trust with your clients and candidates. For recruitment, it is necessary to have controlled, secure access to data and accountability on personal data management so as to build trust with clients and also with candidates. And the second reason is that it is difficult to track activities. Sometimes you find that somebody has sent wrong information, rather information to the wrong person, or forget to input or update some information, or forget to follow up on a candidate or a client regarding a process. These kind of errors happen because it is difficult to track who did what, when, and why, and also what the next action is. And because of this difficulty, it is clear that the company's direction of recruitment process cannot be clearly followed, and also the company performance. And with this, it generally affects the overall performance of the company. And the third one is potential loss of business opportunities. An example is, or other examples are, for example, introducing already introduced candidates for a specific position, or contacting a candidate who you already placed for a certain position, or contacting a client on a job that has already been filled, or performing memory matching. By memory matching, I mean, when you get a job description and in your mind you've handled some candidates before and you try to place the candidates that match this position. Of course, sometimes you'll get it right, but there's a limitation to human memory. And therefore, system matching has better accuracy and greater reach to the candidates. In recruitment, to win, you need a combination of powerful database and speed. However, without DX, you miss out on one or both of these critical factors. And the fourth one, of why it is necessary to implement DX, is about time wastage. As mentioned earlier, recruitment needs speed, therefore time is of the essence. Also, competition in the market is high. That's why when you have a good candidate, you need to place them first before another person places the candidate. Or if you have a good job, you need to find candidates who can fill the position as quickly as possible before somebody else does it. So while you have to consider this, if you're going to engage in manual work, such as searching or data entry or reporting or administrative tasks, it takes up a lot of your time. And this time could otherwise be spent or allocated to revenue generating activities, such as conducting candidate meetings or client meetings, which directly link to revenue. So how can Porter support you in your digital transformation journey? Porter has a product merit and support merit, which our clients have substantially credited us for. For the product merit, Porter's is all-in-one recruitment solution, meaning that all the data is managed in one platform and it can be linked with the relevant recruitment portals and data sources. That means that all the recruitment work can be done on just one platform without having to switch to other platforms. It is easy to implement in that we do the setup of the account and all you need is the login details to be able to use it. It is affordable because no additional cost is charged on updates and new features, and the user pays for only what is used for. If your company scales down, for example, in this case of the COVID pandemic, the charges reflect the scale down. Therefore, it is convenient for the ever-changing recruitment industry. It is also highly customizable. This is helpful because every company has their own flow of operation. Portals can be customized to reflect your flow of operation and easily adjusted when need be. Customizing does not require prior programming knowledge and can be done by the user at any point. In terms of support, portals provide support to clients during and even after implementation. We also have specialized trainers to train the new users on how to maximize the usage of the system so that to optimize results. Professional consultants are also assigned to the client to assist them to make improvements on their systems from time to time. Because of these merits, Porters has become the most preferred partner for recruitment solutions in Japan and continues to enjoy the top share of the Japan market. Now to best practices. Porter's clients have experienced work efficiency and increased productivity, leading to business growth. These are some of the feedback they have given. One company said that after implementation of Porters, the recruitment division in the company achieved an increase of 197% in revenue as compared to the previous year. Another company stated that CV parsing has reduced the time and effort for data entry, and therefore productivity improved. Another company said that the time required for managing tasks that took about 5 hours was reduced to just a tenth of the time. And also another company said that they have improved operational efficiency by automating candidate application process. Let's take a closer look at the success stories. I will introduce to you two companies. The first one is Riracoin, which has offices in various of the Southeast Asian countries, but this particular one is in Thailand. So before implementing portals, their challenge was that they could not centrally manage resumes, they could not track well recruitment process, and they needed a highly scalable system that could be customized to facilitate overseas expansion. They implemented portals, and as a result, they experienced KPI management being simpler. They were able to maximize work efficiency and productivity, and task management, time that was taking a lot of time of their time, was cut down to just a tenth. They were able to standardize the recruitment process, which facilitated business expansion to 22 branches in 10 countries in a span of 7 years. The next company I will introduce to you is daijob.com. This one is based in Japan. Before implementing portals, they had a challenge of standardizing workflow in recruitment process so that they could facilitate the training of new consultants and increase individuals' productivity. They implemented portals, and as a result, they achieved an increase in revenue to 197% as compared to the previous year, while each consultant's individual productivity increased to 157%. Next, I'm going to introduce to you the tips, some of the tips our clients have implemented and experienced an increase in their productivity. And number one is central management of recruitment data. This ensures that all consultants have access to all the data and therefore wider reach in jobs and candidates to close deals as compared to when the candidate or when the data is individually managed by consultants. Second point is standardization of recruitment workflow. This ensures smooth operation by all consultants, and it makes it easier for new joiners to follow and generate results much faster. The third point is to use tools to reach out to bigger candidate pool. As mentioned earlier, there's a limitation on how much a human being can do in a day. For example, the number of emails that can be sent. If a tool is implemented, then it becomes possible to do 10 times more, 100 times more, and maybe 1,000 times more what you could have done manually. The fourth point is minimize or eliminate manual tasks and focus the time on candidate meetings and client meetings, which are directly linked to revenue generation. The last point is to monitor performance based on actual numbers. If the numbers are tracked at each of the recruitment stage, it becomes easier to identify bottlenecks and fix them accordingly. And now, in conclusion, I would like to sum up the presentation in 3 points. Digital transformation is key to enjoying high volume recruitment. Second point, digital transformation continues to evolve to meet the ever-changing market needs. And the last point on the conclusion is that other companies have experienced efficiency and growth in their business with digital transformation. Your company can experience the same. But how can you win? I think this is the big question here. The answer is that you need a tool, a digital tool, that will drive you to your goals and beyond. We welcome you to try Porters as your partner in winning with digital transformation in recruitment. Now, I would like to take your questions. Please type them in the Q&A tab, either with your name or anonymous. You can type your questions as anonymous. So please, if you have any questions or if there's something that is not clear, please just type in the Q&A tab and we will address the point. We have a question. Does DX stand for digital transformation? Yes, DX stands for digital transformation. I'm sure you've heard about user experience, UX. It's something similar. If you have any questions about our product, about today's session, or about any challenges you're facing and you're wondering if we're able to assist, yeah, the floor is open. Just type your question in the Q&A and we'll address it. Well, there seem to be no more questions right now, but from the poll that we did at the beginning, most of us have not heard of DX or digital transformation in recruitment before. So I suppose it is an area that we may have many points that are unclear. So we welcome you to ask later, even after the session. We will be ready to assist you. Once again, thank you very much for joining me in today's session. I hope it was an informative one and that you gained some ideas on how to win with the acceleration of digital transformation in recruitment. Please take a moment to participate in our survey about today's webinar. We would like to hear your experience to help us give better services in future. If you have any inquiries, as said earlier, please feel free to contact us. And we will upload the recording of this session to our YouTube channel so you can share with your colleagues and friends who could not join us today. And there's no limitation to the kind of questions that you can ask. If it's about DX, if it's about recruitment, about the processes, automation, anything, please feel free to ask us. And as mentioned earlier too, this is the first in the digital transformation series. We're going to have other webinars connected with this topic in the near future. So please stay tuned and we will share information with you once we have it ready. I will keep the Q&A open for the members who would like to ask something else from now. And for those ones who have exhausted or have understood and have nothing to ask, this is the end, and I appreciate your time. Have a good day. Thank you very much. This is the end of the webinar today. Have a good day.